The appointment of two returning officers for Hagen Open electorate in the Western Highlands province has caused a lot of confusion for the people. This confusion prompted the ward councillors for Hagen Urban and Hagen Rural local level governments to stage a media conference on Sunday at the Kiminginga Hotel in Mount Hagen to air their concerns. They called on PNG Electoral Commissioner Mr. Simon Sinai to consider revoking the appointment of returning officer Willie Ropa. Councillor Willie Robson of Ward 28, Togoba 1, flanked by fellow councillors, claimed that for 7 years they have been victimised, not able to perform their duties since Mr. Ropa allegedly failed the 2013 local level government elections for Hagen Rural. He further stated that if Mr. Ropa can fail the 2013 LLG election, then there is great concern from the ward councillors that he is incapable of running this year's national general election for Hagen Open electorate.
We really believe that it's not going to manage this problem. There's going to be a lot of problem caused to this little town and our people. That's why we really believe and we strongly appeal to the Electoral Commission that we will revoke this appointment.
Demanding returning officer Willie Ropa to step aside amid allegations of unlawful practices so that a neutral person could continue counting for the LLG election for Hagen Rural LLG. Councillor Billy says because of this experience in 2013, the councillors are totally against the appointment of Mr. Willie Ropa.
Could consider somebody outside from Hagen Open, like for example Tamil Nebile, their council, then Mulbaya, somebody that can become an arrow. Our election is going to be safe and sound.
Suggesting to Commissioner Sinai to appoint someone neutral, Councillor Billy further stated that if they want a free, fair and safe election, but if Mr. Ropa is not removed, then there will be problems. In his supporting statement, Councillor Willie Winty of Ward 1, Kingaldui, says they have had enough problems faced in their respective communities due to the failed 2013 local level government elections, as he called on the Commissioner to understand their genuine concerns and revoke the appointment of Willie Ropa as returning officer for Hagen Open.
Appointment from him, only members and Willie Ropa. So we will marking more councillor and appointment councillor too, when all I can central people, alamas long appointment long Willie Ropa.
EMTV visited the Western Highlands Provincial Election Office in an attempt to get Hagen Open returning officer Willie Ropa to respond to these allegations. However, this was unsuccessful because according to an official, both the election manager and returning officer were not in office. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai, in a recent media conference, clarified to the general public the issue of who is legally appointed the returning officer for Hagen Open electorate, which still remains in court. However, in the interim and in the interest of justice, the Supreme Court stayed the National Court orders and the proceedings, the net effect of which is that Mr. Willie Ropa remains the duly appointed returning officer of Hagen Open electorate as per his appointment. Mr. Amos Noifa was instructed last week to return all nominations to Mr. Willie Ropa, directed by the court.